up, guys? How are y'all doing? Grant, how are you doing today, man?
What's going on, Stanley? Good to see you. Good to see everybody in chat. We got several in here already. Good to see Peter Orchard in the chat. Scully Nation, Wild Japan. Pete? What's going on, guys?
Scully, Wild Japan. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we are missing John tonight. Apparently he has some kind of bug, so hopefully John will be feeling better soon. Be here next week.
Yeah, so you know the drill on that. He wasn't able to make it today. You get free reign to say anything that you want about him in the chat now. So get it all out of your system.
That's it. Yeah.
He can't defend himself.
How's the weather in Texas?
You know what? It's feeling not too bad over here. The last couple of days, it's been kind of overcast. It is 98 degrees right now, which is so much better than the 100 and something we've been doing, thanks to the cloud cover and stuff we've been getting. It's starting to feel like fall a little bit. And we're definitely not going through what Florida is going through. How's things at your neck of the woods?
About the same. We had some rain over the weekend, had a little cold front. So it's been, I think today it was like 82 was the high, but it's a lot better than 100s in that high humidity. Yes, it's a lot better. Hopefully we do get a fall, unlike last year where we had our 100 degrees in September and then our earliest frost in October.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get some fall weather this year.
I'm looking forward to it. In fact, I'm starting up this time of year down where we're at is where the fishing really starts to take off. I'm hoping to get, into full gear this weekend, maybe get 2 fishing trips under my belt. Running a little bit low on fish in the freezer. I had to smoke a bunch of stuff the other day just to, get it out of there and make some room. And now I've got too much room. Real quick, let's take a second, say hi to everybody we got in the chat over here. We got Scully Nation, of course, Wild Japan, Outdoors Fishing Dream, 7 a.m. Man, get yourself a big old cup of coffee on us, man.
Good morning.
Hazel wants me to tell you that she ate fish eggs at this restaurant we were at. She liked them. What, dude? Why do we not have pictures of it? That's exactly what the Discord server is for. We need pictures of that. Hazel, you're awesome. Keep doing that. You're doing it right.
Yeah.
Fishhead videos, a new friend of mine. We're chatting about some stuff. Fishhead, how are things with you, man? I know you're going through a lot more. We're sitting here crying about, hot temperatures and stuff like that. You're going through a little bit worse. How are things for you right now? I know you're busy, got everything going on, but just kind of curious how things are at in your area.
The Panhandle of Florida?
Yeah, he's going through it.
Crazy weather all over the place.
Typhoon out there where Edward's at, Outdoors Fishing Dream. Man, it's everybody. We do need some 2 in a row. Mr. Ben Covarrubias, how are you doing, sir? How are things in Houston?
What's up, Ben?
Really? I was under the impression you guys were just tearing it up until the whole storm thing pushed through. I will say it was a little bit of a blessing on our end. We just had the tropical storm blow through for us, and the drought and the heat and everything was really kind of killing stuff off. As soon as that tropical storm blew through, it stirred things up for a couple of days. Everything got a little bit hungry. And, man, the fishing has just been really good after that. So I hope you guys get the same kind of luck with that. It's not too bad of a storm.
Right. Yeah, sometimes the storm before the storm helps and after, during maybe. I've seen you out in a video where it looked like it was storming pretty bad. You were catching some fish. So I want to see some hurricane videos. Get out there and catch some fish.
Hey, speaking of which, hurricane videos, Fishhead, are you going live tonight? Is that correct? I know you had plans of going live at like 8 o'clock. It's just a little hurricane. Peter's saying he got a little bit of rain the other day, so it cooled down to the upper 90s. Yeah, starting to get that, like, it gets down into like 96, 98 degrees, and it's like I could use some pumpkin spice. Still downtown, heading to a bus now. Going to be a longer day tomorrow. That's rough. I'm sorry, man. Vent your frustrations. That's what we're here for, man. That's what we're doing.
Yep. We'll listen. Probably can't help, but we'll listen.
And for anybody who is interested, Fishhead, we'll set something up a little bit better on this. We'll have some more conversations behind the scenes and whatnot. But he will be going live from Florida. If you're curious to see how things are looking, he'll be going live 8 o'clock CST. So that's 1 hour after we wrap up here. And I'm looking forward. I wanted to kind of exchange with you, see if we were wanting to go back to back on live streams or something like that in the future. I'd like to have somebody to do that with, especially somebody in Florida. We need people all over the United States that we can go back and forth with.
Gotcha.
So the topic of conversation tonight, we've got an interesting one. So alligators is the main topic of conversation. And this is brought on by a couple of stories that have been going on. For starters, this is the beginning of, or it was a couple of days ago, was the beginning of alligator hunting season in a lot of places. Mississippi, Florida just had their open season starting like 5 days ago. A lot of YouTubers, Blue Gabe's already got a gator. Deer Meat for Dinner's talking about like his greatest like alligator fish bait, trying to pitch some product there. New Jersey has an alligator. If you haven't seen that in the news, that's an interesting one. There is, well, according to different reports, there is either a 4-foot alligator or a 7-foot alligator, or what is probably like a 75-foot alligator that has taken over a lake somewhere in their neck of the woods. They're not exactly sure what to do. Cops are taking pot shots at it. They haven't been able to get their hands on it, though. So anybody heard that story yet? And if you have, what is your solution to the New Jersey alligator other than making what is probably going to be the greatest movie of all time?
I'd say it's only got a couple more months before it'll be too cold for it to survive up that way.
I imagine it's probably a pet.
Right. I'd say so. Somebody let it loose. That's, we're right across the river from Kentucky. We're not supposed to have alligators. Kentucky's not supposed to have alligators, but occasionally they'll find one around Kentucky Lake. There was one here a month or so ago, and that's what they think it was. Somebody's pet either got out or it got 3 foot or 4 foot, too big for them to handle, and had to let it loose.
Yeah, so on another funny story that kind of ties into that, up in Idaho, there was a big thing in the news. There was a landlocked river or lake or something. I forget what the exact thing was, but they found a shark washed up on the banks of the lake. I presume it was a lake. And so at first everybody was freaking out about this shark, and then they realized it was a salmon shark, which is like native to Alaska. We don't get them in the Gulf. You don't see them in the Atlantic, and this, up in Idaho, they don't drain out into the Pacific. Right. So everybody's like, oh, somebody caught a salmon shark, which I don't think is legal. I'm not sure about that. But then they dragged it all the way back to Idaho just to pitch it in the lake and let it wash up, just to stir up, which is kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. Maybe have had the same idea about doing something like that, on my own as a Halloween, maybe an April Fool's kind of a joke. At the same time, if I'm correct about that, and that is an illegal species, as like an alligator would be in New Jersey, I kind of start feeling for some of these species that are just getting, treated like that. Not too fond of people doing that.
Definitely not. Now, it's funny you said that. So we're wanting to take the dogs out on the boat with us. We're going to try it, so we went ahead and ordered them some life vest. Type in dog life vest, and like 5 out of 10 of the dog life vest have a shark fin for the back.
That's awesome.
We didn't order one with the shark fin, but I thought that was pretty neat.
Peter's saying solution is to get a duck. So we went alligator hunting back when I was in high school, and the hunting trip was a buddy of ours has a ranch over here, and he does cattle, and he was losing cattle. He'd lost a couple of cattle to an alligator in the creek that ran behind his house. So he went and got his permits and did his whole thing to get the alligator out of there. And of course, we love fishing. This was a fishing excursion. So we were like, heck yeah, we're going to go get an alligator. Then the way that we went about doing this is, you have to have your bait. And we didn't know much about this, but you have to have your bait out of the water. So we went and got a duck and duct taped a hook to it. But we had to get that out into the middle of the stream. So I in high school, everybody's sitting there smoking cigars. They're all drinking whiskey. This is my dad and his friend. And I'm the high school kid. They're like, hey, swim this duck out into the creek for us. And I fine. I stripped down, I swam that thing out there, and it lasted a couple of hours. And we pulled a 10.5-foot alligator out of that thing. And this creek was like, it was fairly wide. It was probably 6 feet deep, a little bit over my head in the middle, but it was not that long. Like, if you look at it, it had been sitting there, been drying up for a while, so there wasn't a whole lot of water running through it. That alligator was stuck in this hole, and I was sitting there swimming around with it. Had no idea I was swimming around with a 10-foot alligator.
Wow.
I didn't even get a trophy out of that.
Yeah, I've seen some videos of people, reeling in a fish and get it right at the bank, and here comes an alligator and chases it up on the bank. Sometimes they get the fish, sometimes they don't. Either way, it'd be fun, but it'd probably be scary as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun, and it makes for a funny story. I love being able to tell that story. I like having an alligator under the belt. I mean, in the that kind of sense, not literally, but at the same time, it's like, man, I that is not one of those things that I want to mess with. Like, I'll mess with a 4-foot shark. I'm not as concerned about that. But a double-digit alligator, a double-digit anything, a double-digit predator is not something I really want to be messing with. That's not on my list.
Right.
Yeah, like people putting monster tracks or fake bones as a prank and reporting it for attention. I mean, that's kind of a thing. I mean, there's the whole the Sasquatch people, and I kind of think that's fun. Like, it's fun to, like, somebody sets up a puzzle for you. That's kind of how I see it. Sasquatch is a puzzle. I want to figure it out, figure out what somebody did in order to fool us all into thinking it was Sasquatch, Bigfoot, whatever the case may be. I don't mind that quite as much, but when you're killing something that's where I'm kind of like, I start to get offended. Like, if it happens one time and this is the last time we ever hear about a shark in Idaho, I'm fine with it. It was a funny one-timer. But man, if salmon sharks or if spinners, or I have a whole other issue with spinners, but if a bunch of sharks that are protected start ending up in the Midwest, up in Minnesota, something, it's just like you're beating a dead horse. It's just not funny anymore.
Right. Yeah, it's no sense in doing something stupid like that.
Right? I should have gotten a shirt. I'm going to tell my dad that. I deserved a shirt from that.
That's it. Mark J. Larson Outdoors, Lonesome Not Eye. What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
We go fishing. Good to see you. We go fishing.
Yeah, how you doing, man? Trying to fix drain problems in the house. Ooh, sorry to hear that. At least you don't have to do it with a hurricane.
Yeah, good luck.
You got lucky on that one. Barely. He's not too far from where they're at. Lonesome Not Eye. They follow our topwater lures sometimes. What kind of topwater do you use for a big alligator? Did you see the one that they got in Mississippi?
Yeah, I did see that one.
I'll pull that up for anybody who hadn't seen it. This thing is a monster. 14 foot, 800 pounds. Can you believe that?
It's huge.
It's a great fish.
2 hours closer. Okay.
Mark says, I was 2 hours closer to you, Grant, on Sunday fishing in Pekin and caught a 26-pound blue cat.
Nice. Hopefully we'll see a video. We'll see a video on that soon.
Yeah, right? I trust you got that on camera. Speaking of got it on camera, Fish Head Videos. You got one up last weekend, had it hissing at you. Did you get that on video?
No doubt.
Dinosaurs, exactly right. Ben, I've seen you in surf over your head, and certainly you've been around double-digit predators. Yeah. You know what? Like, I took a nice little spill on the Port A Jetty during tropical storm. I think that was in like 2007. I don't remember what year it was, but that was when I started to understand the fear of the ocean. I didn't have it before that, but that planted the seed of just a hint of maybe I should, try a little self-preservation.
Yeah. Although 2 years ago, he had me out in surf over my head.
Shark fishing with bait in our pocket. I had a seed of fear. I'm not saying it's grown into a big, healthy tree. I just had the seed of fear planted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We got a couple of sharks. It worked, right?
it works. It works.
We didn't get any big ones. Our baits might not have been big. We'll go bigger baits next time.
Ducks, maybe.
Exactly. That's funny. Yes, ducks. You're right. I've had small blacktips swim at me in the surf here in the surf. Yeah, I've run into them. We've run into them multiple times. I was out surfing one time. I ran into about a 9-foot bull shark just sitting there. He wasn't even doing anything, and he just hanging out. We just slowly. It was myself and my cousin were surfing. We just slowly made our way back to shore. Run into blacktips several times. I've never had issues with them. Put some music on here real quick.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to run into one of those alligators. 14-foot alligator.
You know, especially not one that's like in that pond that we were at. That thing was hungry. I imagine a 14-footer is probably perpetually hungry. Like that guy is never full.
Mm-hmm.
Going for this. There we go. He got one on a jitterbug. Oh, see, I've been doing alligator all wrong. I'm sitting here going live duck. The real pros are doing it with the jitterbug and the what was the other one he said he got it on?
Bizarro spook plug.
Yeah. That's why I'm not getting them down here. So that set the bar. That's a new record for Mississippi. That big old alligator, 14-foot. I think the world record's like a 17-footer.
Nice.
So they weren't too far off.
It's a big gator.
If I were them, I'd have taken it home and fed it. I don't even know how much I'd have fed, but I'd have tried to raise him into the 18-foot range.
Yeah. I don't know if Mark was wanting me to show this picture or not.
Yeah, bring it on up.
It's a big old catfish.
Oh, the one you got?
Mark, do you want me to show or do you want to wait to show people?
Everybody in the chat, tell him you want him to show it.
Very
He
nice.
doesn't get to do that. He doesn't get to commandeer the stream and not show off the fish. He says, yeah, I got it on video. Just sent you a pic. Had a good day. 2 more at 20 pounds. Nice. That's good eating, too. You guys eat them, right?
Yeah, we don't catch too many blue cats. We're mainly channel cats. Well, I mean, we have caught a few blues, but all right, let me save it.
Half chickens dipped in a garlic butter secret sauce. You guys get fancy with it. All you need is a jitterbug.
There we
Nice. Trying to get you full screen here. It's not letting me though.
go. Pretty good one.
Not me.
I have to do it myself.
There it is. I got it. Took a second. Sorry about that. Mark, that is a heck of a catch, man.
Yeah, that's a big fish.
That is a slob.
Very nice. Very nice.
Ain't no way you're keeping an alligator to grow without people finding out and snitching you out. I got a pond I can put it in.
There you go.
I know the place. I know the stream to go that will handle, XL lizards. Yeah, Mark, you got nice cat, sweet, solid catch, big one. I'm looking forward to seeing that video. Let me know when you get it out there. We'll help you share that out.
Yep. Yeah, 28. It's a big one. Takes some fairly decent equipment to pull in a 28-pounder.
Yeah, really, what are you using?
Danny, what's going on fishing without a boat?
There he is. What's up, man? How are you doing? You go out fishing last weekend? I hadn't seen any pictures.
I don't remember seeing any fish. I've seen some guitar playing, but I don't remember seeing any fish this week.
Oh, you know what? Hey, real quick here, we got a question from the Discord server I wanted to bring up. Anybody who has any answers on this at all, we'd love any of your insight. This gentleman is curious about this, and I don't have a solid answer on this one. So I'd love to know your thoughts. This gentleman, Ishmael, you might remember him from the photo contest last week, has this boat. He just picked it up. His family picked it up. It is 11 feet long, holds 1,100 pounds, has a motor mount kit that holds up to a 3-horsepower motor. What size motor would you put on this, and what type brand would you recommend? I think he was looking into like doing a trolling motor on there, like a Minn Kota. I don't know anything about that though.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, he bought a one of those beaver tail sneak boats. It's basically a one-man boat that you can put a blind on to duck hunt out of.
Oh yeah.
And he put a little. I think he paid like $500 for a 3-horse motor online, and he put that little 3-horse on it, and it'll push him around. You know, it's better than paddling, that's for sure.
He's not flying, but he's getting where he needs to go.
Right.
I'm guessing if it holds a 3-horsepower motor, if that's what the mount, you know, that's what my immediate thing is like. Okay, if that's what the specs are, that's what you go with. At the same time, I was told the same thing with the John boat, and kind of in hindsight, one of the things I'm looking at doing is having the little back end, whatever booty things that stick off the back end of it, the rail extensions or whatever they're called. And man, like after I go and have those put on, I know that I could get upwards of like a 25, 30 horsepower engine on that thing, which it's not rated for. It's rated for like 15 to 20, tops at 30 is like above what they need. But in hindsight, I'm thinking I probably could have put a little bit more power into that boat if I was ever even able to find it, which I wasn't. But that's a different story.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing would be stability. You know, you don't want to be going too fast and take the chance and flipping or turning over.
Losing it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel the same. My thought is go with the 3 horsepower. That's what it's rated for. You know that's going to be okay. Make sure you have your ice chest in the front end of it. You don't want it, you don't want to be riding at a 45. Lonesome Not I says put a Mercury 3 to 5 horsepower on it, $1,200, brand new, probably push 5 to 7 knots, which is about what you're looking to want to get with a boat like that. So I'm good with that. I'd be good with the 3 to 5.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to take it out on a windy day, you know, or put it in somewhere with a lot of current where you have to go back upstream.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't be scared of stuff like that. But
it says rated for a 3 horsepower. That's what I would use. I mean, that's a real safe bet. It tells you right on the packaging what to get for it. Weight of the motor might also be an issue on that boat if you go a bigger engine. Yeah, you're going to start riding at an angle. You know what the problem is, if you end up going with a 9.9 or whatever the case is, you know, like the next size up, then it is going to be heavier, and you're not going to be going faster because you're going to be riding like that, and you're not going to gain any speed. You're not going to know where you're going. It's not going to be as safe. It's just not, you know, everybody thinks slap a bigger motor on there and go faster. It just doesn't quite work out like that.
right.
I think probably 3 horsepower is your best bet on that one, man. And good luck. Let us know how it goes. We're curious to see what you're going to do with that guy.
Definitely. Of course, you know, nowadays they make some pretty awesome trolling motors. So if you can, I don't know how big of a thrust trolling motor, you know, you could put on there. But heck, if you could put one of them remote controlled trolling motors on there, that'd be pretty cool too.
I was thinking the same thing. Now, the other thing is I would be a little bit concerned with one of those about poking holes in it with fish hooks and spines and things like that.
Yeah.
40-pound trolling motor would be fine for a pond or small lake. That's not 40 pounds of thrust, right? That's like how much the thing weighs.
Yeah, that's what they go by, is thrust. Yeah. 40-pound thrust. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know, just don't go in a river. I don't even know what like a motor that size could handle as far as like, you know, a river. But if you're on a lake or something, I would assume that would work just fine.
Right.
So it doesn't have a whole lot of current to it.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely looks more like a white water rafting type of boat.
Yeah, it does. I don't know about that. I don't do whitewater rafting either. Covering all the bases on things that I fear in this world. Whitewater rafting is not one I do.
Now, my son ended up going about, I think 3 weeks ago. He went to Eastern Tennessee with his girlfriend, and they did the rafting, and he enjoyed it. But he's
Nice.
20 years old. So
No, it's fine when you're 20. Everything is fine when you're 20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get that out of the way while you're young.
If you're doing it now, the problem that you don't see behind the scenes is your wife tripling your life insurance policy and getting excited about that. You have to pay the bill, and she's excited to have it tripled now. I'm just not wanting to deal with that.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely
I wouldn't
want
to be doing that either.
Wouldn't be throwing no rattle trap or
Yeah,
crankbait, anything with treble hooks.
yeah, it'd be strictly circle hooks, I think, for me. And I'd be concerned about anything, that I'd be bringing up to the boat. Probably have 24 patches ready to go in there.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
I don't know. The capacity is 1,100 pounds. So that means you're going to have to maintain weight if you're expecting to pull in an 800-pound alligator.
True.
That's my
Very
thought
true.
on that.
Yeah, you'd have to worry about the alligator popping your boat.
Yeah. You might have to put them in pieces. Make it hard to get an OAL on that guy. So with the end of August, does that mean does fall start in September or October? September, right?
I was thinking it was September, October.
Let me see. I'm looking it up right now.
October.
We need to know this because
September. Yeah, September.
September 23rd is when fall starts. So that means we've got 24 days of summer left. What are our bucket list plans for summer? What are we going to get out of the way before we have to start doing the actual pumpkin spice and fall temperatures and boots and things like that?
I don't think we've got any plans to go anywhere, but hopefully somewhere local soon. The nicer weather, and like I said, we've got the life jackets ordered for the dogs, so we're going to try to get them out. That'll make it a little easier too. If that works out, that'd be great.
Yeah, that makes all the difference in the world. Getting them out there just alone, they'd get so excited about it, just loving life, and be able to not have to worry about it.
Yeah,
makes the whole experience a lot more fun. Does the fishing pick up this time of year for you?
Usually once the water starts to cool back down, it picks up.
Cool.
But I mean, I'm usually hunting, so I don't fish in the fall. I'm going to try to fish more this fall than I usually do. So yeah, usually.
When does season open for you?
The squirrel season opened August 1st, but it's too damn hot to squirrel hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got an early goose season, September 1st through the 15th. An early teal season's like the 9th through the 23rd. And I usually try to get out at least a couple times for that. Fight the mosquitoes and remember why I hate early season hunting, because it's usually miserably hot and the mosquitoes are trying to carry you off. But
we haven't had enough water for that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, and if we did, then I'd be crying about the exact same things.
And then bow season will open up October 1st.
Okay.
So,
that's something that Rachel really wants to get into, is bow hunting.
Really?
Yeah, so we're going to play around with that a little bit this fall, I think, maybe this winter. Get a little target set up out back, see how she does. The fishing season now is when it starts to turn on for us. We have all the species that are in Florida that are going to start making their way down to Mexico, and they'll be traveling down the beach. So we're going to be harvesting every single thing that we can get our hands on until probably mid-January is when it just completely peters out. And then hopefully I'm hoping that I can get into more freshwater stuff when that happens. Yes, we're doing the same. I don't know if we're doing pins or not, but our plan is on Labor Day to go to the beach. I just don't know which one. But we are talking about possibly doing pins.
Some camping.
Yes, I totally agree. That is on our plans. We do plan on hitting the lake here, doing some camping, and I hope. I'm not very good at freshwater stuff here. It's a different ball game, and I say that just because I'm not good at it. But I'd love to do some camping and go catch some fish and, eat that over a fire.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like fun. Going to Yokohama.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen, that's one of the places that he's been doing a lot of his fishing. Ibaraki. I heard you say it in your video the other day, and I was trying to make a mental note of how to pronounce that, and I don't remember it. I think it was Ibaraki. Yes, I want to see some more fishing off that pier. Appreciate that, Farmall.
Appreciate you, Farmall.
Why don't we have Farmall up here with us right now?
Yeah, I'll put out some videos if I can get anything worth putting out. Oh yeah, dove season opens September 1st.
Oh,
I haven't had a good dove hunt in years, long time.
Year.
I think that they're just like the ducks. They migrate to Missouri. I mean, they plant and plant and plant for the waterfowl and for the migratory birds over there in Missouri. And I think it's not that much further of a flight.
Same here. And dove season starts September 1st. I used to do a lot of dove hunting, and I just have not done it probably since we started doing YouTube. I have not been dove hunting.
Yeah, I guess they Mark and all them guys up north shoot them all before they can migrate south.
Right. It's hilarious. I've got them. We are this town that I live in, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is like the dove capital of Texas, if not the United States. I'm going to look that up right now. And I have them all over my trees right now. Become September 1st, I guarantee I'll go out in the backyard and you'll hear the shotguns going off all around us. And I will not see another dove until like March or April.
Making sangria. Okay.
And friends. All right, I'm wrong. Hamilton County is the dove capital of Texas. I don't believe that. I thought it was us. I know we got a lot of doves here.
Whoa.
I got doves all over here in Waco. Those are pigeons. They're probably not pigeons. They're probably doves. It's giving you a hard time. But you should get some. They're good. They're good eating. I don't think you can trap them.
Trap doves? No. Wouldn't think so.
I don't think that's legal. But if you could, that would be one way of getting them.
Wild Japan, hope you have a happy birthday.
Oh yeah, no kid. Oh, happy birthday, man. So is that what all the traveling you're doing here? I missed where he said it was his birthday. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay.
Huh. Oh, I guess apparently the DNR still plants stuff up there where Mark lives. The DNR used to plant down here. It's been well over 10 years ago. I know. They used to plant sunflower on the state ground, sunflower patches and stuff. And then they'd go in and about a week or two before and mow them down. But yeah, they haven't done that. They don't have the money down here. They use it all up north, around Chicago.
They do the same thing. It's interesting to hear that they're doing the same tactics. In the counties north of here, there's a lot of sunflower seeds, and they're baiting them in for hunting season. That's a good place to go get them. I mean, people get a lot of doves out here. I feel kind of bad. It's shotgun only on doves down here. I don't know. That seems weird to me. And in hindsight, it kind of doesn't. Like, I get it, but it just seems weird to me hunting a little bird like that with a big shotgun.
Yeah. I don't know what else you could hit them with unless you're shooting them with a pellet gun off the power lines or something.
Yeah, 22. You know, like ideally, that's what I would hunt. Like everything with would be like a 22, a 22, and a 30-30, 45-70, something like that are going to be like my two go-tos. I don't know. Yeah, hunted rabbits with shotguns, so I don't know why I feel that way about doves.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit them just right with a shotgun, you can powder them. You know, just blow them to nothing. But say for the most part, you're just going to get a couple pellets in it.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much.
Mm-mm.
You could hunt them with like a like Peter's saying, a slingshot. I wish that was legal. That'd be interesting. I would enjoy doing that actually.
It would be cool to be accurate with a slingshot.
Yeah. Just being able to go like I don't know, like to class yourself down to that point, like a pellet gun. That would be one for me. That'd be like I don't know, pound for pound. I feel like I could get if this was a survival situation. I feel like pellet gun would be one of my just absolute goes to. Just ease of access. You could get all kinds of varmints and stuff with it all day long, and of course the ammunition is cheap. So.
Right. Yeah, it'd be hard to hit one with the pellet gun flying, though. I'd say you probably have a better chance to hit something flying with the slingshot than a pellet gun.
I'd be like stealth, sneaking up on them or something. But I'm a big guy. That's not exactly an easy thing for me to do, but that would be my approach. I don't think I could hit one flying. I couldn't hit one wing.
Yeah,
this road 6. Shotgun it with a slingshot.
There you go.
They got to use. Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
They got to use steel shot on the state ground.
Yep. Yeah, so steel doesn't fly as fast as lead.
Coasters.
Unless you're using a heavier load, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. This seems fun to me.
Well, I hope you kill 15, Mark. I think that's the limit. 15.
I like the direction we're going with this. Nobody has said bullwhip yet. You're going Indiana Jones on
Boomerang. Yeah.
dart gun. Waiting for someone to bring up dart gun.
Yeah, blowgun would be cool.
Throw sticks at him. What do you say? We're getting close to that time. What do you say we take a look at the pictures of the week in the Discord server? Let's see what everybody's been doing this weekend.
And I can now see pictures.
Yeah, we finally got you in. Nody got you all taken care of.
Yep.
What's the thing against lead shot? Poisoning if you don't kill them?
Yeah, the chance that they could be lead poisoning, or the chance that the pellets fall on the ground and another animal eats the lead.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, here. Let me pull up the pictures. This was our week on the Premier Fishing and Hunting Discord server. If you're not a member, you ought to check it out. Every week, we like to celebrate everything that everybody is doing. There is a link in the description of this video below. We would very much enjoy having your company with us. We have a lot of good times in there. Starting things off, our moment of zen with that Goth Farmer, Big P, Dark, Seabrad, and Hash Brown. Everybody just celebrating getting out into the outdoors, period, bar none. Gotta love it. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, fish head videos. And if you want to send pictures with the Discord server, this is like, it's not we're not like doing a YouTube branded server or anything like that. We just want a good community of people like you see in the chat here. And we want to celebrate what everybody's doing, encourage each other to get outdoors every weekend, anytime that you can. And yeah, that's the place to do it. We try to bring up every picture every week, or as many of them as we physically can. It's also a lot of good people to hang out with in there. Now we got AWAB, got his first fish. It's a little blenny. Asian man, infamous bacon rider, fake sheep, and KO. KO got himself a boat.
Heck yeah, some good fish.
It's an interesting one for a first fish, not going to lie.
Yeah, we've had several first fish pictures over the course of this. Pretty cool.
I'm liking that, yeah. We should probably, like, maybe next year we'll have a contest to see who can get the weirdest first fish or something. And, of course, kudos and congratulations to KO jumping in. That was his grandfather's boat that he got. Had a real touching story. He had a whole thing he was talking about with that. It was a really cool deal. I'm not going to bring up everything because that was his personal thing in the Discord server. You're free to go over there and check that out. But we did want to take a look at the boat, give him a pat on the back for jumping in on that one.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Next up, we got Pickle Outdoors at Goth Farmer, infamous Wild Japan, and Chappas. We got some red meat on the table over here.
Right, nice variety of meat.
Yeah, Pickle seeing some deer, Chappas with the elk. Goth Farmer's just cooking up everything on the farm out there. Infamous went to a cattle show. Wild Japan, what's that? Is it a civet? I cannot remember what that thing is called. I made it a point to try to remember, and now I can't. I tried to remember it. I have a hard time with anything that has a name with what you're doing.
Yeah, I can't think of what they're called either. Pretty neat looking.
It is neat looking. Is that your actual kookaburra? I mean, right half of the world, I think. It is a civet. Cool. And is that your game cam that you're getting that shot? Is that something that you hunt? Just kind of curious if it's invasive. If you have an invasive species like that where you're at, do you get to hunt them?
See, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we have any invasive animals other than armadillo. I don't know if they're even considered invasive yet. We haven't had armadillos, but maybe within the last 10 years, you wouldn't see very many, one here and there. But this summer, man, I've probably seen more than I've ever seen. It's just the heat driving them north.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're extending their range because they thrive down here. Mexico. They're just killing it. So, yeah.
No, I can't think of anything else animal-wise that would be invasive. We don't have pigs. Don't have kangaroos. Nothing.
Yet. Give it time. We got the nil guy here thanks to King Ranch every now and then. And same thing, like Wild Japan saying, it is from his game camera. They are a game species. Most are taken by trapping. Similar thing with no guy. So it's an exotic. So we can hunt them year round here as long as you have a hunting license. Kind of nice. There's just no public land to hunt them on, but you get around that loophole, you're good.
Right. Yeah, they look pretty cool. I guess they're nocturnal.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, so I imagine that's why you get them by trapping, because being at night. Oh yeah, fish head videos. You got pythons. You got all kinds of stuff. Iguanas. Like half of your population is invasives.
Yeah. Florida definitely has the invasives. Yeah, I guess the koi, or formerly known as Asian carp, Kopi. That's what it is now. Kopi. I guess that's invasive, and you can, I guess, do whatever you want with those.
Mark says he's got Eurasian doves. They're a lot bigger. That's awesome. Yeah, might get in on a few of those.
We see them around here, mainly in town. The collared doves. I think that's the same thing. They've got they're bigger and they got the black collar around their neck.
I wonder, we call those turtle doves. I wonder if it's the same. Actually, I got it right here on my thing. Let me look that up real quick because I was just looking at that. Oh, it doesn't have names of them. I swear I thought that was a turtle dove.
And there could be multiple names for the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of that in fish.
Yeah. I won't sit there and waste it. We can cover that one next stream or something like that. We'll cover that with yeah, maybe we should be talking about doves next week. Let us know what you think about that, guys. If we want to do an entire thing on dove hunting, we could. In what we got up here, back to the photos of the week, we have Leander with big old carp, W. Kubi, Clay, and Pug Attack. Pug Attack is recently, in a recent stream, we were pulling up all of the species that Pug Attack has been collecting. He's on species number 105, trying to collect as many species as possible.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a cool little collection he's got going. And of course, that carp is something else.
It's a big one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that thing's a hog. I want to say that one Kubi's down there, I want to say that was 18 pounds. So I don't even know what Leander's was. He doesn't look like he's able to long arm it either.
No, it looks like he's struggling to hold it.
Yeah.
Arms up.
It's got him on his knees.
Yeah, nice fish.
Yep.
Ooh, big crappies.
Yeah. Gunpoint llama. Getting out there in the fresh water and just tearing it up with a bunch of crappie. Got himself a nice couple of bass. Evasive and doecat. I don't know what those things are called, but I know they're pretty looking.
Yes.
They come up every now and then. Somebody gets one of those and they bring them up.
Can't tell.
Shadow Card, of course, was our Photographer of the Week winner last week. Managed to get out of there another weekend in a row. Got himself a nice bass. And Clay got himself a 28-inch queenfish.
Nice.
Yeah. Which automatically adds a new species to my bucket list. Thanks for that, Clay.
Is that something you can catch around you?
No, that's Australia.
Okay, Australia.
Yeah. So, I mean, squid is on my list. Might as well go get myself a queenfish while I'm at it.
Yeah, might as well.
Barbs. Thank you, Wild Japan. Yeah. I know you get those, and it's similar, but barbs, I remember you getting those. Similar enough. It might be the same thing. I don't even remember. Pug Attack went to, I believe it was Colorado? Yellowstone. Was doing fly fishing in Yellowstone.
Wyoming.
And this is all part of his 105 species collection that he's got going right now, including those nice trout.
Yeah, looks like some fun.
Now, one in the top left, I think that was his first catch ever fly fishing.
Cool. Couple decent size.
Yeah. And then, of course, it's just a little bit of a bonus on the whole thing. He was at Yellowstone, which is an awesome place to go and experience your first fly fishing.
Yes. Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and it is that time. So here's the deal. For anybody who's new, these are our photos of the week. You do have to be a member of the Premier Fishing Hunting Discord server so that we can give you your prize, add you to the 2023 Wall of Fame, which is, there it is right there. So yeah, we're collecting all of our best winning photographs from every single week. Of course, last week was Shadow Card Danny Baker. And now it is your time to let us know who's going to be the winner this week and who needs to be added to the Wall of Fame. We've got Pug Attack with that beautiful little trout he got on the fly fishing, Clay with the big old queenfish, Leander with a massive carp, and Chapas getting us our first elk of the fall season, almost fall season, late summer. So what do you guys think? Let us know. A, B, C, or D. Who needs to be our winner of the week? And remember, whoever wins this week, if you win, you're going to be listed on the Wall of Fame next to that guy. So it just makes you look all the better in the world, but you got to make sure you get the best pictures of him.
Yeah. Great motivation.
Right? I think a lot of us are on the same page with that too. I agree that queenfish is the one that that's the one that I'm most jealous of. Not to say that I'm not jealous of the other ones.
Yeah, that's probably the best photo in my opinion as well.
Peter, you're liking that queenfish too, huh? We need to go do some Australia fishing. All right, let me see. We got Bucket Tag, Clay, Leander, and Choppus. Let's see where we're at. BBBD. And then we got CBB.
Couple D's.
BB.
Another
Cast a net. What? Okay.
Maybe
All
a
right, there.
cast net to catch some fish.
Works for me. I mean, that's you. You're speaking my language. That's how I like to get out there and get them, especially my PBs. Get multiple PBs all at once. We'll let this go for about another minute here, and then we're going to go ahead and announce our winner. And our apologies, Danny Baker, Shadow Card. You weren't on the list this week. Get back out there and get some more pictures. Get us some more catches.
Yes.
You guys had some good ones. That tuna was something else last week. Of course, that tarpon down in Texas. Fish head videos. You get more tarpon up your way. We get them here, but man, when we get them, it's a little bit more of a find.
Yeah, something that size, man, it'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I wish the redfish is the thing here, and we dialed it in on the big bull redfish. I know how to get them, but man, your timing has to be perfect. I wish we could time it so that I could get you down here early mid-November, and we could just tear them up if the weather's good. You know, that's the other part of the other angle on that.
Right. Oh,
That's
Peter's
what we're
down.
doing here, Peter, making friends so that we can pull this off. We just need someplace to stay.
I want to see you guys on the Australian customs video. Trying to smuggle some fish back to the States.
Yeah, right.
Fish head
You
won't
guys
eat.
got redfish.
I want redfish.
You can get pretty good ones in Florida. I thought you had some good ones. You're always welcome over here, man. I'm more than happy to team up and collaborate and get people on the redfish. We do get big ones here. Yeah, there's a couple of us down in this area that can all, like Scully's another one. Like, you want to get into redfish. Scully, Danny Baker, that's Fishing Without a Boat over here.
Yeah, Scully's
yep.
the one that posted that picture that was just a little bit too late today, wasn't it? With all the flounder.
Yes. Hey, Scully, my apologies on that, man. I'll have it on next week, all the flounder that you got. I wasn't able to get that into the stream in time. I'm sorry about that. I already had the whole thing put together. But I will have it in on the next one.
Yeah, that looked like a good night.
Oh, Ben's another one. He knows. Ben, you know what to do. You kind of do a different style of fishing in general. You're out there on the boat and you're getting slams every other trip. So you can hold your own. I know you know what to do.
Right. He's trying to learn how to catch one of those with the tag.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. He's trying to get the ones that win you a boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the bigger ones like the marshier water, I suppose. You're right about that. They do like Louisiana is the place to get them. All right, well, guys, that is it. We've got all of our votes in this week. It is a runaway Clay. congratulations, man. You got yourself an entry onto our 2023 Wall of Fame. We're going to have a big thing at the end of the year celebrating all the winners. You're going to be on that. We'll have a contest to see who's got the best pictures of the year, period, bar none. You're entered in on that contest. Of course, we'll have some T-shirts and some other fun stuff like that for the winners at the end of the year and for the guys who won the halfway year contest part as well. So congratulations on that, man. And you got yourself a pro staff roll also. We'll have all that taken care of as soon as the stream is done.
Yes.
Everybody else, get your picks in there, man.
Yeah, you're going to have to do pretty good because I'm sure Scully's picture will be on there to vote for next week.
That's going to be a good one. That's going to be, he set the bar for where what I plan on doing this weekend for sure. I'm not going to be getting into flounder, but I am going to be trying to get myself into a bunch of trout and spreads, maybe a shark.
Nice.
It's the goal at least. So it's that time. We saw what everybody else did last weekend. Now it's the time so that we can hold each other accountable. What are you going to be doing this weekend? Ben Covarrubias was talking about how he's going to be hitting up pins. He's already got his plan set. What do we need to hold you accountable for when we come back in next Tuesday and we're going to be talking about what you're doing?
Right. Well, I didn't get invited to come shoot any doves with Mark this weekend, but I'm definitely going to try to find somewhere to shoot some doves or some geese or something.
Yeah.
I'd like to shoot at something flying this weekend.
Yep.
We'll see. But definitely the following weekend, both goose and teal season is in that 9th and 10th. So I'll definitely be trying to go the next weekend.
I am hoping we are planning on hitting the beach. The weather has been just gorgeous. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any spearfishing this weekend, but I am hoping to get out there and get into, like I said, some trout. I want to eat some redfish. I need to get another video film, but I haven't filmed one since that last one I posted. So I need to get something. So that's my plan, is to get a good video film, get some fish in the freezer. You know that game.
On some night eyes, watching some college football. We're actually going to go to a college football game this Saturday evening. My son's girlfriend's playing in the marching band, so
nice.
I'm going to go watch it. At least watch the halftime show.
Fish head videos, bass fishing a little bit, then starting our boat camper conversion project. Man, that's I got to give you a pat on the back, a little bit of credit on that one. That's your plans for the weekend after surviving a hurricane. Dude's doing it right.
No doubt.
We phoned it in with COVID after ours, or before ours. I don't remember. One way or the other. Scully, probably not much. You did have a pretty good couple of days the other day. So I will give you a little bit of a pass on that. Going to be hectic down here, but you never know. You all have a safe and fun holiday weekend. Hey, you do the same, man. And cheers to you on that.
Yeah, everybody in Florida, prayers and be safe. They say to get out. Get out.
Yeah. Take a vacation, man.
Yeah, I've seen a few geese around. There's not very many spots unless you just get lucky. Put out some decoys and some come flying over. That's happened a few times.
As FYI, before we wrap this up, guys, I'm going to drop a link here in the chat. Fishhead Videos is going to be going live. He is going through that hurricane. His show starts in 1 hour. He's been a great member of the community just popping in today. And so if anybody else wants to hang out and extend this whole thing, go get yourself a drink, have some dinner with the family. And if you got nothing else going on, there's your link right there. You can meet up with us and go enjoy a little bit more hanging out, getting to experience a hurricane without having to actually, put on a new roof.
10 and 2, Ben. Be careful.
We just got off the bus. Hey, cheers to that, Ben. I'm sorry that you had to spend an entire stream on the bus.
Oh, nice. 1 year.
1 year on YouTube. Nice. That flew.
Quick.
That went by like nothing. How many videos did you do in your first year? I think I got that right here. I know it was a lot. You've been doing a lot.
Yeah, I'll try to make it there by Fish Heads. I got to eat some supper and then go water the garden because we haven't had rain for a couple of days now.
Kind of in the same. Actually, I will be doing the same thing. I will be going out and watering the yard as well. I thought I had your video count right here, Walter Penn. I don't. My apologies on that. Yeah, a lot of shorts. Hey, it works. So, guys, that is it. That is our show for the night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and joining us today. It was a little bit of a rough start to the week for me, so I really appreciate being able to hang out here and vent and decompress and spend a little bit of time with you guys. I hope everybody here has a wonderful weekend, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody does over the weekend, celebrating all the pictures in Discord and everything like that. Be safe. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll catch you guys next week.
Have a good week.